Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera, and Nate's in the house, and we have a live studio audience all the way from Saskatchewan.
Yep.
Right on, I got it right, Saskatchewan, and we just met them, and they've taken some seats, and they're going to watch us do the deal. And basically all we're doing is trying to put the engine in the car for the very first time, trying to find out the distance where we want to cut. Still have not decided what I want to cut out for the amount of metal inside there. Yes, Vanna? And we'll cut it out as we figure it out, but we're basically just going to bring the engine back. We're going to slide it in, put the transmission up on top of the floor, and then we'll just check it out from there. Once we get a visual, we'll cut what we need to cut, and then we'll just keep going from there. Do you want to run, what would you like to run? Would you like to run the back of the transmission, or would you like to run the jack? You can run the jack.
You give me the yay or the nay.
Yeah, you go for it. I'll just hold the engine. And Nathan's got it balanced pretty good because you can see on one side it's just going up straight, which is nice.
So, so it can't come ahead, but it'll go a little bit back.
So he's got the strap up here.
Yeah.
So that means
it'll go a little bit back, but it won't come ahead. Good enough.
Good enough, he
Here,
says.
it's melting.
Good enough.
I don't have it. I ruined his shirt. I used to have his shirt and I ruined it.
You have to buy another one.
Yeah.
You hear that, Gerald? You're going to buy another shirt from you.
Yeah.
So you guys here on vacation?
Yes.
How long? 10 days? Why'd you decide? Oh, you live here full time?
Yeah, I'm not here yet.
Okay.
Oh, maybe.
You're an hour away. And what's the relationship?
I'm his uncle.
Okay.
I didn't get the size. Or he didn't get the size for me.
I was waiting for you to say I'm his father. I'm going to say, hey, he's That's good.
All right. Now we'll see how sturdy it is on this hoist, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the weight, I guess the weight's right on the side of it when you get the distance out there.
Yeah, I got it at a ton and a half.
And we don't know if it's going to slide underneath the front axle yet or not.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just
It just
steadying
barely
up.
fit under that, didn't it? Are we high enough to get across that
No, well, we probably can get in there. It's just, you're not going to get very far. How's that?
Tell me when.
Yeah, keep her coming. All right, you're good.
I'm gonna have to go that way a little bit.
I like doing this better with no paint than shiny paint. You build cars at all? You fix cars at all? What do you got for a car?
I have a few. I have a 25 Ford, 2-door sedan.
Oh, wow. Yeah. In the 20-something?
In the 25.
Wow. What else you have?
65 Mustang,
Right?
57 Cooper.
Oh, wow. All right, just a second, Nate. I'm going to go inside there.
I'm just curious if I'm going to that steering rod there. How close? Doesn't look like it's going to go to that steering rod, is it? I'm going to put the jack under there. Can we go a little farther? Yeah, we'll hit the steering rod.
Here, we're hitting.
Yeah, we'll get that floor jack. And I'll just squeeze behind here, buddy.
I'm going to hold this, Nate, because I don't want anything
You
to...
hold that, Chad.
That means you're only going to get in so far again, does it not? Or
Well, yeah, we'll see here. Does that let us get past that?
I just...
I suppose I should put it in from the back side with the jack, shouldn't I? Yeah, put it in from the back side with the jack. Like you said, we won't get in close enough. Okay, just a minute.
Just pull it out then.
Yeah, I'll show it from the back side.
If you want to hold the engine, I'll do that from the back side. Kind of tricky, isn't it? Tricky Ricky. That's, you got her.
It's that steering arm, yeah. There we go.
You're good. If you want, like, I think so. You're good. Oh, I like it. I like it. I love it. I'm gonna go inside, just gonna open that
You
door.
go inside and
You
have
got
a
that
look.
engine
Yep.
there? Okay.
Yep. We're good.
Right on.
Oh, excuse me.
Bring her back in, Nate, if you can, a little bit, buddy. What are we hitting on? Whoa, we got a head bolt there on one
Head bolt there. How
side.
close are we on the other side? So just a second, I'll pull it to the other
That come in
side.
all right. That's going good. All right, just, I want to get up and take a look
Just
if you
let
don't
her sit there
mind.
for a minute, Ted.
Yeah, I want to just
Yeah, we're
take a
hitting the
look.
back of the Charger right there. Yeah, right there.
Hey. Oh, we hitting there? Okay, that's fine. So that's just got to be. Let's take a look here, Nate.
How far down do you want to go? Can the back go? Can I go down a little bit?
Well, you have to come in and take a look, but we're gonna have to cut out. It's gonna have to cut. See what's gonna have to happen here?
You know what I got?
What's that? A marker? Why don't we take it back out? I'll cut it out further where we need to go. I just want to take a look here and see where it's at.
The steering, we might pop.
Come take a look at this, Jolene.
The steering box. So
Is that in the way, Sword? Yep. You can see that. Come
We might
this
have
way.
to-
You can see on both sides of the blower where I'm going to have to cut. So basically, I'm just going to cut it out here. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to cut it out here and just make it simple. Right there, we'll cut that face out and then we'll repair it after.
we might pull that oil filter off. We might have to. Depends. We could drop that steering box, or we can put a remote oil filter. But we got to shove back a little further. See what it does.
It's pretty close. It's not back far enough,
No.
but it can come down some, obviously.
Yeah.
Where a breather's going to be way up there, we got to come
Yeah.
down probably 6 inches, probably, no doubt in my mind. So if you want to hold, or I'll hold it. If you want to pull it back out, we'll cut that out and then we'll shove it back in again. See what happens. See what it looks like.
Ready?
I am.
One of these days, I'm gonna whirl them wheels.
Yeah, we're gonna. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the
set it
zip.
back down.
Yeah, I'm just going to take the zip cut. I'm going to cut that out.
Do you want me to set it back down, or do you just want to leave it up there?
It's fine for now, I think. If it's going to fall, probably should have fell by now, but it didn't. My gloves. Where did I put my gloves at?
I set them back there on the yellow shelf.
Perfect. That's just where I want them. And my glasses, sweetheart, do we have them anywhere? They're in that shirt. You took my shirt? Okay, I did.
See, that's gonna stay there pretty good or what?
Maybe that's it. No, it's my shirt.
Guess that ain't bad.
Pretty balanced, eh?
Yeah, not bad. It took a while to get there.
Everything takes
It was a
time.
struggle.
Watch your toesy, sweetheart.
Anything else?
Now we're just going to try it again. We obviously know that the engine's up too high, but when we get that engine in there in that transmission area, we can draw the transmission on the floor. Then we know exactly what we need to cut out of the car to make it sit inside.
Oh, like arts and crafts day?
Arts and crafts.
Yeah, I like arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts.
Arts and crafts work.
Right, you're getting used to that, I take it. Just gonna go to the back side.
Yeah. Come this way a little bit.
A second. Transmission's a second.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay.
All that's going on is that you got the. You gonna come back further?
Yep, just a second here. Just looking up here.
Are we able to come back further? Is everything going all right, or
Just a second here.
hitting anything, or
Yeah, we can come back a little more.
can you pick the engine up a little bit higher?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
I just want to. It's a. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's good. Nate. Come back just a little bit. Right there. Now, can you get this centered a little bit? Can we center it just a little bit better?
Want me to hold it in center over here, you mean?
I wonder how we can come take a look inside, Nate. Come take a look inside. Can you look through, come through here? Look through here.
Okay, yep, just a second. Let me fool
Is
that for a
the
minute.
steering column affecting that?
No,
or-
we're not touching there right now, just a minute. Oh, our jack must have settled down.
Okay.
Just a second here, Chad.
Yeah. Checking the valve pan covers. We tearing the valve pan covers up earlier.
I don't think they're touching. The chain's touching. It shouldn't be touching the valve covers.
No.
No, we're not touching the valve covers any there.
If
So where do you want to go with it, down or up?
I want to.
Or do you want me to run a tape in the middle and get it dead center up
No,
front?
that feels good there. Actually, it's not going nowhere. Going anywhere at all.
So we said 8 inches is what we had measured that one time.
But what I'm thinking is something on just something on that side would straighten it out.
Which way's it to go now?
Like something right.
I see the front ends
Just
go
right
this
here.
way, don't it?
Maybe.
Is that better?
Maybe. Yes.
I was looking at the center of the frame.
No, it looks good.
I was looking here, Chad, as well.
Yeah. Is it off there? Is it? Or?
Yeah, the front would have to go over here. Just
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's just, I'm thinking that would be the center of the car, obviously. The
Center-
chains are on there perfectly for that. I would say we're back in there where we need to be. You wouldn't want it back no further than that, I don't think. Basically, I'm just going to draw.
do you want to let a little weight down on the transmission, or is it got enough down out there now?
If you picked it up a little bit higher, I could maybe get a truer read with the back end of the transmission down.
Right about there.
Good. It seems like it's leaned over one side, like it just seems like like if you were setting it on the mounts, you could roll it this way.
Well, it
just a
might
little
be
bit.
because maybe one chain is one link shorter
Right.
than the other, or something.
So,
Like
what I'm looking
this.
at here now,
Like that? Is that better?
That's right there. That's better right there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's beautiful mint. And all I'm doing is eyeing up the center of the window with the center of that bolt right there in the blower. That's all I'm doing. I'm going to draw the transmission in right now.
And then we cut. Yeah, because we could drop that down 6 inches. Well, depending on where you want that breather. Lots of
And
room.
it does not have to have that big of a hole. But I'm thinking basically it does have that big a hole because this transmission is only going to be going down. We're only going down 4 inches. So if we go down 4 inches, we're up here, or 4 inches about there, you're still going to have quite a hole in there to accept that transmission. I'm going to draw it in there. Just trace this off. Make it a little bit bigger than it has to be. Look. That's a very sketchy pattern, but that's a pattern. Alrighty. That's basically where we're going with it. That has to be cut, the chassis has to be cut to let that engine down a little bit further. And
The X
I don't know how far we're going up here either. I don't know how much of this is going to be showing out. I like to have I like to have just the breather showing, just like the toy has, if I
Yeah.
can. So we're going to be coming down probably a foot.
The breather, when it mounts on that flat plate, is about right there.
Right, so I'm going to grab a measuring tape. You got the
A
engine.
measuring tape.
Yeah, I'm going to grab a measuring
Get your
tape.
thumbs out. They're an inch on top of each other.
We don't usually use a measuring tape, but
So I got that plate out there where the thing bolts on is about right the bottom, like right to there is about where it sets. So let's say right to that. Let's go to that lip of that curve right
okay.
there.
So if we went down 5.5 inches,
Let's see your tape for a second. I want to check something over here.
check that again.
Your tape for a minute. I just want to see something over here by the steering. 5.5 puts the oil filter right in the steering box.
Steering box going to go?
At 5.5. We can drop the plate the steering box is on, or we can go with the short oil filter or remote oil filter. It's at the bottom.
Can you do one of those things that go forward? Is
Yep, you can get the
one of
remote
those?
one. Yep.
Okay, it's a remote
Yep.
call?
Yep, you can get
Okay.
the one that has hoses and puts the filter wherever you want,
Okay.
or you can get the 90-degree or the short filter. It's better to keep a big filter on this motor, a big filter.
Yeah, it would be nice to
I
keep
might
the
have
steering
one of
wheel-
them 90s.
Okay.
I'll have to have a look. I might have one of them 90s.
Alrighty, that's basically where we're going to go with it. We're not going to take it in and out too many times. We have it figured out where we're going to do it. I'm going to probably mark the frame before we pull the engine out. Just want to mark it because we'll know. What do I want to know?
Is that X? We gotta take half that X out, do we, and then put a cross member in?
Once we take the engine back out, we'll know what we have to have. But basically what I'm thinking now is the car's got to come off. The engine has to be, the cross member has to be cut out. And the engine then has to be mounted back in again. And I'm not sure when that happens.
Well, we could cut that floor out, and I can get in with the plasma and cut the cross member out without taking the car off the frame. And then we could set it back in to have another look.
And then we
see
got to
how
cut the
close it is.
floor.
Then we can cut it, yeah.
It might be a possibility that we'll cut everything before we take it off. That's probably the best way to do it, is to have the engine mounted before we pull it apart.
It'd be nice to have the 3 motor mounts geared up before you pull it all apart.
Right.
That way the motor's setting in place, and then tear it apart and do everything else.
Basically just going over it because we want to do it in order. Probably, in all honesty, just keep cutting. We have that cut there. We have the engine picker hooked up to the engine. We'll just keep cutting until we get the engine in place. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you go from there. We got the engine sitting in the car. We're not doing any more cutting this second. We're going to think about it a little bit more, and then we'll come back, and then we'll do some cutting, get it down inside the car where it needs to be, and go from there. Have a great day. Thanks for the live studio audience. Appreciate you all dropping in. Basically, it's just kind of time to just slow up for a second and make sure that we're doing the right thing. It might be good that we pull the engine back out and see where we're cutting or what it looks like with the engine out, because I can see the mark on the floor, but I really want to visualize it and take a look at it, what's going on, what we are cutting, and take a look at the frame, go underneath and look at it. Like Nathan said, he probably can cut it out without taking it back off. I think that's a good thing that we have it in place before we take the body back off.
We'll just stand back and have a little look at it.
Come back tomorrow and we'll tell you what we're doing, and we'll go from there. Thanks everybody for coming back. Thanks for buying the new shirts. We really appreciate it. And do me a favor. Have a great day.